The topic that we are going to discuss today is cultivation of French bean. French bean, that is Phaseolus vulgaris, also known as rasmas, rajma, haricot bean, kidney bean, common bean, snap bean, and navy bean, is a legume plant. It belongs to subfamily Papilionaceae of family Leguminosae. It is a diploid species having chromosome number twice n equal to 22. Pods are yellow or green, with or without anthocyanin, flag or blotches. Seeds are oblong, globular or kidney shaped and are variable in color, shape and size. It grows in a temperature range of 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. In India, fresh pods are used as vegetable and are called faras beans, and the dried pods of pulse is called rasmas. Let's see about the origin and history of this French bean. Vavilov reported Mexico and Central America as the primary and South America as the secondary center of origin of this French bean. And let's see about the area and distribution of this crop. Globally, French bean is cultivated on about 28 million hectares with a production of about 19 million tons. Brazil is the leading producer of French beans. Colombia, USA, Canada, Ethiopia, China and Turkey are other leading countries producing French bean. In India, it is grown on an area of about 1 lakh hectare, mainly in the states of Maharashtra, which covers about 60,000 hectare, Jammu and Kashmir, which is covering about 10,000 hectare, Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh hills, Nilgiri hills in Tamil Nadu, Palni in Kerala hills, Chikmagalur in Karnataka and Darjeeling hills in West Bengal. Let's see about the economic importance of this crop. Dry fruits of French bean are highly nutritious, containing about 22.9% protein, 1.3% fat, 60.6% carbohydrates, calcium, which is 260 mg per 100 gram seed, phosphorus, that is 410 mg per 100 gram seeds, and iron, which has about 5.8 mg per 100 gram seed. Hence, the crop is an important dietary item and fetches a good income to the farming communities. Let's see about the classification of this crop. The genus Phaseolus has over 50 species, and French bean, that is Phaseolus vulgaris, is one of them, accounting for 90% of cultivated species worldwide. In India, both bushy and trailing types of French bean are found. Soil and climatic requirements. Soil type. French bean grows on a variety of soils ranging from light sand to heavy clay, but well-drained loams are the best. Soil pH around 5.2 to 5.8 is optimum. The crop is sensitive to salinity, and electrical conductivity of 1 deci-Siemens is threshold limit for French bean. Soil having high amount of organic matter promotes more vegetative growth. Let's see about the climate. The optimum temperature for better growth is 16 to 24 degrees Celsius. Growth of plant ceases if temperature falls below 10 degrees Celsius. Temperature above 35 degrees Celsius causes drooping of buds and flowers, resulting in poor yield. It is highly susceptible to frost. Waterlogging at any stage adversely affects its yield. Now let's see about the cultural practices of French bean. The first one is soil tillage and land preparation. The crop requires fine seedbed and adequate soil moisture for good germination. A deep plowing followed by 2 to 3 harrowings, and planking is adequate for obtaining a good yield. The second one is seed sowing. Sowing time. The optimum time of sowing in Rabi season varies from state to state. In early sowing, the plant die due to high temperature, and in delayed sowing, after 20th September, there is yield reduction due to low temperature and frost at the time of pod formation and grain filling stage. For early varieties, October end is the optimum, while late varieties can be sown up to mid-November. The spring crop can be sown from February to early March. For green pods, that is for vegetables purposes, February to March in lowland condition is the best. For seed purpose, August to middle of September under upland condition is the best time for sowing. Now let's see about the seed rate and spacing required for this crop. Seed rate varies with seed size. Bold seeded varieties with a test weight of 350 to 450 gram need about 120 to 140 kg per hectare seed, while in small seeded varieties it varies from 80 to 100 kg per hectare. The seed rate in intercropping may vary with row proportions. French bean is generally sown in rows 30 cm apart. The plant-to-plant spacing is 10 to 12 cm. For obtaining good yield, each plant population should be 2.5 to 3 lakh plants per hectare. The optimum depth of sowing is 8 to 10 cm. Let's come to seed treatment. The seed should be treated with Bevestin at the rate of 2.5 gram per kg seed for 24 hours before sowing. Let's see about the sowing method for this crop. There are different methods of sowing. The first one is flat bed sowing. Under this situation, seeds should be sown at a row spacing of 30 to 40 cm, keeping 15 to 20 cm distance from plant to plant. The second method of sowing is bun sowing. Seeds should be sown on buns, that is raised bed, having 60 to 80 cm wide and 20 to 30 cm height at a row spacing of 30 to 40 cm, keeping 15 to 20 cm distance from plant to plant. Now let's see about the cropping system required for this crop. In the hills, it is intercrop between maize and soybean. In Rabi, intercropping of potato with French bean at the row ratio of 3:2 is being practiced in central and eastern UP and northern Bihar. French bean with linseed at the ratio of 2:1 are also found to be efficient cropping system. Now let's see about the varieties of this crop. The prominent varieties which are recommended are as follows. Him 1. This variety is erect and short-statured, recommended for irrigated areas of Haryana. The variety takes about 80 to 85 days for maturity. The grains are medium in size. The variety gives average production of 10 to 12 quintal per hectare. Jawala. This variety is dwarf and erect in growth, recommended for irrigated areas of Haryana. The variety takes about 85 to 90 days for maturity. The grains are bold in size. The variety gives average production of 7.5 to 10 quintals per hectare. The third variety is VL63. This variety is dwarf and erect in growth, recommended for irrigated areas of Haryana. The variety takes about 85 to 90 days for maturity. The variety gives average production of 12.5 to 15 quintals per hectare. Now let's see about the manures and fertilizer applications for this crop. For obtaining high yield of French bean, farmyard manure at the rate of 10 tons per hectare is required. French bean lacks biological nitrogen fixation because of poor or no nodulation. Hence, it needs liberal nitrogen fertilization at the rate of 100 to 120 kg per hectare. The crop requires about 45 to 60 kg P2O5 per hectare and responds to potassium at the rate of 30 to 40 kg KTO per hectare, and other micronutrients are rarely observed. Application of full dose of phosphorus and potassium and half dose of nitrogen at the time of sowing and remaining half dose of nitrogen at the time of flowering is beneficial. Sulfur is also applied at the rate of 20 kg per hectare. Now let's discuss about water management or irrigation for this crop. French bean is the most irrigation responsive pulse crop as it has shallow root system and hence moisture stress at any stage is detrimental to its performance. However, Rabi crop requires irrigation. Irrigation at 25 days after sowing is critical. In northeastern plain zones, 3 irrigations at 25, 75 and 100 days after sowing, and in central zone, 4 irrigations at 25, 50, 75 and 100 days are necessary for optimum crop performance. As regards to irrigation scheduling, on climatological basis, 0.6 to 0.8 IWCPE ratio is optimal. Let's come to weed management practices for this crop. French bean suffers severe competitions from weeds in initial stages. First 30 to 40 days after planting is the critical period for crop weed competition. One hoeing at 20 to 25 days after sowing and second at 40 to 45 days after sowing are found beneficial. Pre-emergence application of pendimethalin at the rate of 1 kg per hectare or pre-plant incorporation of besalin at the rate of 1 kg per hectare is effective in controlling the weeds. Let's see about the plant protection measures required for this crop. Diseases. The first disease is anthracnose. The symptoms are brown canker on pods. Management. Using disease-free seeds. Treating of seeds with Bevestin 50 WP at the rate of 2 gram per kg seed. In the affected fields, spraying of Bevestin 50 WP at the rate of 50 gram per 100 liter of water or Mancozeb at the rate of 250 gram per 100 liter of water at 8 to 10 days interval is found to be effective. The next disease is Rhizoctonia bean blight. Symptoms. On the stem, these are red-brown sunken spots just near the ground. Management. Treatment of seeds with Bevestin 50 WP at the rate of 2 gram per kg seed. On the appearance of symptoms on plants in a dry and humid environment, spraying Bevestin 50 WP at the rate of 50 gram per 100 liter water is found to be effective. Angular leaf spot. The symptoms. On the leaves, there are angular red-brown spots. Management. Using healthy seeds. Adopting 2-year crop rotation in infected field. Spraying Bevestin 50 WP at the rate of 50 gram per 100 liter of water or Mancozeb at the rate of 250 gram per 100 liter of water. Flowery leaf spot. Symptoms. White spots on the underneath of the leaves. Management practices. Using healthy seeds and adopting 3-year crop rotation in the infected field. First cause blight. The symptoms are leaves turn bare, red streaks and small translucent spots on the leaves are visible. Management. Using of healthy seeds, treating with 1 gram streptocycline and 25 gram hexacarb in 10 liters of water and dipping seeds for 4 hours in this solution. Common mosaic. The symptoms are leaf turning curve due to etiolation and drying down near the veins. There is less number of pods and seeds. Management. Grow resistant varieties, for example, contender. Spraying malathion 0.05% at the rate of 100 ml malathion 50 EC per 100 liter of water is advisable. Let's see about the insect pests of this crop. Mites. The symptoms are plants become etiolated and start dying due to sucking of chaff from tender parts. Management practices. Spraying of malathion or cythion 50 EC at the rate of 100 ml per 100 liter water at an interval of 10 days is beneficial. The second insect pest is blister beetle. The symptoms of attack are sustain on flower and fruits and reduce the pod formation. Management practices. Using of endosulfan 0.05% at the rate of 140 ml, thiodon 35 EC or carbaryl 0.1% at the rate of 200 gram 750 WP per 100 liter water. The spray should be at the flowering stage. The third insect pest is bean bug. The symptoms of attack is sucking chaff from the tender leaf on both sides of the leaves. Highly infected leaves turn yellow and fall down. Management practices. Before flowering initiation and pod formation, spraying of methyl-limeton at the rate of 100 ml per 100 liter of water is advisable. Let's come to harvesting, threshing and storage required for this crop. At maturity, leaves and pods turn yellowish brown and majority of leaves drop. Delaying harvesting may cause shattering. Selection of shattering resistant varieties like HUR 137 is necessary to overcome this problem. The harvested crop is kept for sun drying for 57 days and thereafter threshed. Yield of French bean. Under optimum conditions, 2 to 2.5 tons per hectare of grain and 3 to 3.5 tons per hectare straw yield can be obtained. A proper understanding on the economic utility of French bean for its commercial and nutritive value, the soil type and soil pH, climatic situation congenial for growth and development of the crop, the varieties, the cropping system suitable for all the agroclimatic conditions, etc., is mandatory for commercial production of French bean. Adequate French bean production would help in attaining food security in the country and the world. Economic stability and ecological serenity will be achieved in the years to come, where French bean cultivation would still be a source of income for Indians with safe environment. French bean production and productivity can be enhanced with the use of improved package of practices. Due to the climate change, contingent cropping has to be planned to cope with the changing environment. Soil health improvement, scientific sowing method, right sowing time, integrated nutrient management, integrated weed and pest management are need of the hour in view of the alarming situation of environmental pollution. Irrigation system needs priority in view of the global warming and erratic rainfall pattern. Modernized harvesting and threshing machineries have to replace the human labor system in the French bean cultivation for narrowing course of cultivation. Full resource use has to be aimed at in the process of cultivation of the French bean crop. The crop being one of the most important pulse crop needs to be given priority in respect of production. The economy of the country can be boosted up with the crop as it invades all the Indian kitchens as a dietary pulse crop.